parenting adult kids, 5 facts for you to consider. Stop trying to be a parent. It's time to begin transitioning into your new role. And that transition time is going to be just as quick for you as it is your kids. They're 18, they're 20, they're 22, they're 32, they're my age, and they are trying to be adults in this adult world. They first need guidance. How do I handle W-2s? How do I handle budgets? How do I handle checking accounts? How do I handle working full time? Now they're full time college students. They're going to need guidance. They'll always need you. They'll just need you differently. So somehow we learn how to guide them gently with wisdom and treat them like adults. So the second fact to think about is transitioning into being a sounding board. Now, I've met some teenagers that continued through their childhood into their teenage years, into their adulthood, and their parents, their mom, their dad, have always been their sounding board. But the majority of us, we couldn't be that sounding board when they were teenagers. They wanted to be independent. They wanted to handle things on their own. They talked to their friends. And now, as they enter into the adult world, they're going to need you. Of course, they're still going to talk to their friends, but there's coming a time when they're going to need you. They're going to come to you and they're going to say, you know, my coworker is a complete jerk. My boss is too friendly. My boss is not friendly at all. Bringing you things from college. And they're going to want to talk to you about that. And so we've got to learn the art of listening and be glad that we are the ones that they're talking to. So we need to listen. And we can't run to bat for them anymore. We can pray for them. That's the best response, really, is to pray. But listen and wait. And the third fact is, in your waiting, they're going to say, I need your advice. Tell me what you would do. Tell me how to handle this. Tell me what you think about this. And as soon as those words are spoken, as soon as they give you the green light, then that opens up the door for you to share your wisdom. Be prepared, because you're going to share your heart. You're going to say, well, I would do this, and this is how I would handle it. And they may not take your advice. But what they will take is, well, they're going to listen to you and they're going to think to themselves, well, what was the method of your response? What was driving you? What's your ethics? What did you base your response on? So, for example, you quote scripture, you give them a Bible chapter and verse of what helped you. You may give them a few of those. You may draw from how you were raised and what your parents said and what your parents did. You may respond angrily, through anger. You may not. What they're going to take note of is how you responded. What was your source? So was your source, did you draw from the Bible? Did you draw from how you were raised? They're going to remember that. If they don't remember anything else, they're going to remember the passion and how you spoke to them. They're going to remember all the things. And then they're going to go and you're going to watch them as they struggle, as they handle things. And that to me is harder than raising a 2-year-old, 3-year-old, 5-year-old, 7-year-old, because you're no longer in control. You give them your advice, and then they take all of it, some of it, none of it, and they go handle it, whatever they're going through. And that's hard. Parenting adults without being parents, without being in control, is hard. So, fact 4, we learn to breathe. And we breathe deeper and deeper, especially when we see them going through things. We're going to watch them do things differently. We're going to watch them go to college or not go to college. We're going to watch them get married or not get married. We're going to watch them be career driven or not be career driven. We're going to watch them have kids or not have kids. We're going to watch them raise their kids differently. And we need to take deep breaths and not react, respond, and jump with, that is not how I raised you. You're going to have to hold back a little because they are being adults. And we've got to let them go. We've got to let them do things differently. There will be lessons learned from them, by them, and by us. We will learn lessons. But because they're doing things differently doesn't mean that it's wrong. Sometimes there's 2 ways of doing things. We've just got to breathe. And it's okay. Now, number 5 fact. We need to become or just be that safe place for them to land. They'll need a temporary place to unload, to clear their head, to just feel safe before they return to doing the hard things. There will be times they just will want to call you and dump all their stuff on you and tell you what happened to them today or in their life. And there will be times they'll want to run home and cry for a few minutes, very temporarily. And we just need to be able to listen, give feedback when asked, just love them, be that shoulder, and pray. When we are that safe place for them, no matter what the age, there is a bond that is formed that is quite awesome. They call you and talk to you, and you feel like you're just their best friend. Getting phone calls from my adult kids, it's pretty awesome. I love when they call and we just talk about things, and it's like I'm talking to my very best friend. Now, within these 5 facts, I didn't mention all the good, all the fun, all the blessings that you're still going to be a part of. The good news. This is what this is how I'm doing in college. This is who I want to marry. This is this is life, and you know, we're buying a new home, we're having a child, we're having another baby. Those things are those things are pretty great. You just love them. You know, they don't need any advice. They're doing well. You know, those sort of things. Um, those are just some of the greatest moments. Um, and I know that we have lived longer. We have been through a whole lot more. We have learned some hard things. We have had struggles that we would wish on no one. And we've gained wisdom through all of it. And I know we just want to share that. And we can tell our lessons, and we would love for them to be adopted by our children, and then help our children skip through that part and not experience it. But there's going to be hard times and life lessons where they will gain wisdom, where they will come out stronger because they went through it. Yes, I've always wanted to save my kids. I've always wanted to keep them from being hurt. I've always wanted them to walk, not run. I've always wanted them to, you know, if you're sliding into the base, please be careful, that sort of thing. I've wanted to protect them. And now we have adults. And now they will they will do just as we did. They will live, they will learn, they will grow, and they will be those pretty great humans that you had raised and that now don't need to be raised. They just need to be loved, and we just need to transition into that role. It's easier parenting a 2-year-old than to watch your kid walk out the door, move out, and know that they're going to have to do the things, pay the bills, budget their money, buy a car, buy a house, have children, make choices for their children, make big decisions. And we, as the parents, will just love them, and we will just enjoy every moment that needs to be enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Thank you for staying here this whole video. It really means a lot to me. I have other videos. If you don't mind, subscribe to my channel so you can check out my other videos. Like this video and comment. I react and respond to every comment. You can tell me you disagree with me totally in some areas, or give me some advice. That's fine. I'll take it. I'll learn and grow. Thank you for being here, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.